I thought that quitting alone was enough, and I literally stopped doing the work, and then I literally spiraled enough that Lika called me the fuck out on it, and I returned to who I was, and it was like,
Really?
it is.
Did you know that you'd
Yeah,
quit that?
yeah. Because it was my dead dad who told me to quit.
Wait. Welcome, Tanya Barlow.
Thank you, Jenna.
Thank you for coming back.
I know it's only been 5 years.
It's only been 5 years, and now look, we've really, the podcast has evolved. Season 4, first episode.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Wow, look at us.
Look at us. We're
Look
in a
at
room
us.
that
Look at
people
us.
can't see.
Look at
but
us
there are
with a
other
3-camera setup.
3-camera setup, lights.
Wow, lights.
This is like lights, camera, action. This is the real deal. Where to even start?
I don't even know.
I want to start with, should we talk about your podcast?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because the last time I saw you, you had some feelings about it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
End of last
I've
year?
moved through those feelings. I've moved through them, and I'm back to feeling good.
Okay.
I'm back to feeling good.
Okay. Okay, well, maybe for the people who don't know.
Yeah. So
Talk to me about
I have a podcast called Hello Tanya Podcast, and it's basically a crash course in self-love. It kind of walks through my experience of seeing Lika, the spiritual healer, which is famous amongst our circles.
Yeah, pause. Okay, shall we go back to Lika? Shall we go back to... Okay, we'll circle back.
Yeah.
When 2020, when we recorded episode 2, your episode 2,
Yeah.
Lika had not yet entered our lives.
No.
No. So this is via Amanda Grace Leo.
Yes.
How I started seeing Lika was Amanda was seeing her, and then Lika goes to Amanda, who's Jenna? She's really blocked, without knowing me. And I was like, it's true. I gotta go. And then I started seeing her. And then a couple of years later, I think
The secondhand drag is so hard when you're told that you're blocked by a stranger. You're like, what am I supposed to do about that?
And then
I distinctly remember that lunch with the two of you guys
At
where
Candy
y'all
Shop.
were both at Candy Shop where y'all were both talking about your journey with Lika, and I was like, I've been in therapy for 7 years. I feel like I'm at a crossroads. I think I need that help. And look at us now.
Yeah, look at us
now. Look at us. Yeah. So circling back to my podcast.
Yeah.
It's basically talking about the journey from basically that lunch of like documenting my very first session with her, and also sharing the kind of like lessons and homework that that is like shared with almost all of her clients.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm really glad I did it. And the feelings I had were really, it's so funny because like I talk about concepts like the roommate and like the negative voice and blah, blah, blah. But it was so funny because like I was feeling really good and high vibes while I was making the podcast and when I put it out. And then when it was out, I was like, ooh, roommate's taken over. And I was like feeling so many feelings about like it not being successful or like not reaching an audience, like as many people as I thought it would. But now, like 8 months later, essentially, like I'm still getting feedback from people saying that it's helped them. Yeah. And it's such a beautiful thing. And now, like, with so much time that has passed, I'm like, oh, it's not about like, you know, likes or comments or social media. It's about helping individual people.
Yeah. I'm the same. I'll get one comment. You're like, this is really great. I'm like,
but it's so easy to get to fall into that social media trap of feeling
looking
like
at the numbers.
Exactly, looking at the numbers and feeling like all the validation we need is from the algorithm or the likes or whatever. But actually, it's the DMs. It's the comment saying like, this really helped me. This is what I needed to hear. I needed to hear this at this exact moment. And like every time I received messages like that, I cried. It was like,
What?
it's so special. Like, truly.
Is there a specific piece of homework or message or exercise that seems to be like...
Well, it's funny because I say it in every episode, but mirror work. Like, literally just like gassing yourself up in the mirror, because I think it's one of the hardest homeworks to do, because you have to face yourself. You have to push through the cringe of like, hello, I love you. You know, like, you're great.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it's like you have to push through that cringe, and you have to push through that kind of like secondhand embarrassment of like seeing yourself talking to yourself in the mirror and actually listen to the words that you're saying and really believing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially, it's just you and your reflection.
Yeah.
There's no hiding.
Mm-mm.
And you are gassing yourself up.
It's very confronting. It's very confronting because, you know.
There's no distraction. You don't have your phone on.
No. No. And especially if you have approached yourself in the mirror from like a really negative or low point of view, the instinct can be to like immediately be like, oh my God, my pores, you know, like, oh my God, and like immediately criticize yourself.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of like remove that negative voice filter and just like be like, okay, I'm here. And like what I say in the podcast is gas yourself up, but like talk to yourself like you're talking to your best friend, you know, or like someone that you really love and support. And that can, it's funny that like once you kind of put that element in, when you're like, you're talking to your best friend, you're like, oh, this is easy. Instead of saying, talk to yourself, you're like, myself.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That piece of shit. No, my bestie, you're great.
Yeah. And so how did things start? Because when I saw you're like, your feelings about it was pretty rough. And then was it just like over time?
It was time. I think I was too close to it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was releasing episodes weekly. Like, it was not sustainable.
I could never.
Like, I was doing too much. And I was also going through a hard time separate from the podcast. And so those feelings were kind of like permeating through my feelings of like putting it out. And also, you know, I just needed time. I needed time and distance, and to kind of like really forgive myself for having those feelings of like inadequacy, or like, it's not successful, it didn't go viral. Like, because with time now, I'm like, no shit, that like, it is a hard topic. It is like, the podcast is about talking to yourself in the mirror and doing really freaking hard inner work.
Yeah.
That like, if you're not in a good place, you're not gonna wanna face it. You know, like I had friends say like, oh, I haven't listened to it because the title sounded hard, so I didn't want to listen to it.
Yeah. And that's kind of like when the student is ready, the teacher will come. Like sometimes if the time's not right.
Exactly. And now with time, because like even when I finished, I was like, I got to think about season 2. Now with time, I'm like, I forgave myself and relieved all that pressure off myself. And I'm like, you know what? It can exist as a little like capsule crash course that I can kind of like send as a gift to people and be like, hey, like,
get some help. Yeah.
Well, you know, not get some help, but like even I've even passed it, like I've even just very gently, because it can feel like a drag if you're like, hey, I got this podcast about self-help and self-love, I think you should listen to it. But like I've had like nail clients who are like obviously like talking really down on themselves, and I was like, hey, so I made this podcast about self-love.
People are down when they come and get their nails done. They are down on themselves.
I mean, like, you're spending 2 hours plus with them. People will tell on themselves really easily and be like, man, I just like look at myself in the mirror and I look like shit. I'm like, oop, bing, bing, bing.
Oh.
You know, it's really funny. Like, people don't realize that they're talking down on themselves.
Yeah.
But I think people like you and me, we're like, radar's up.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. You know, we're clocking like, oh, that's how I used to be.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's nice having like something in my pocket to be like, hey,
What a resource. Something like I
yeah,
said earlier.
And
Yeah.
so having that time and distance and reframing it as like an individual project and gift and like something that I can like share with someone as opposed to being all like, no one's liking my post.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
has really helped a
Yeah.
lot. Because also the other thing that's really reframed for me in terms of social media is like the content you make is not for your friends. The content you make is not for your friends or family or even the people you know. Like making content for the world or strangers has really helped reframe how I approach social media, and it really has helped me like really not take shit personally when it comes to social media. If like things aren't performing or I'm like clocking who hasn't been engaging, I'm like, no, that's not helpful. It's like it's your content is not for your friends. That's like that reframe has really helped me so much. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to get the professional cards out.
Okay.
Like this that I
Yeah.
prepared earlier.
Cute.
What's funny, like with the season, I was like, it's not going to be an interview format anymore, but I just can't help it. So.
It's literally an interview format. You have cards.
I know. I have.
You're asking me questions.
No. So we'll see what the other guests want to do. Okay. But this is my episode.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you're the boss.
what do you dream of creating?
Wow. What do I dream of creating? I don't even know. I feel like I dream every day. I create every day. And so I don't necessarily dream of, I don't know how to answer that question. What do I dream of creating?
Wait, go back. You're dreaming every day. You're creating every day.
Yeah.
I think that's
Is that the answer?
that's so great. No, well, I mean, I think that's really cool. How many people can say that? You know?
That's true. I mean, I feel very blessed and grateful that I am creative for a job, for a living. And so I am like creating stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
Where clients will come to me with like the loosest, vaguest vibe. And I'm like, okay, gotta pull something out of nothing, I guess. And so I feel like, I think in that form that I filled out, the muscle is always warm. Like I feel like I'm always creating, but I don't know if I like dream of creating something specific. I think I'm very like, I thrive when there's like a little seed of a brief and then I can like really build on that. But I'm not always the one that has the seed, if that makes sense.
What do you dream of creating for yourself?
I'm kind of living it. I've already created
Isn't
it.
Yeah.
Like
I feel that too.
Yeah, like
It feels kind of, are we cooked? In 2026, it feels very, I don't know. I'm grateful.
It feels illegal to feel this smug and
I know.
satisfied. Like
it's it.
Like I'm like, oh, I'm really content and I'm really happy in what I do and who I am as a person, and I'm really satisfied with my job and my life. Like, should I be struggling more? Like, and so I'm really freaking grateful, you know. But it's also taken.
You know, let's not. I mean, you've done a lot of work. Yeah.
Done a lot of work to get here.
Yeah.
You know, I dream of being like happy every day, of like always like finding joy every day, and I feel like I do that. I have that. Yeah. I feel really good about it, but I also feel like a bit like survivor's guilt about it. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm living the dream. Like,
yeah. No, I totally feel that. So the themes of the season: creativity, community, and connection.
Yes.
Community.
Great show. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I loved what you put in the form, because I asked for hot takes and then you responded. I'm just going to read what you said, okay? That you've got some trauma around community. So attracting people who are not safe, becoming friends with fans who are low-key jealous, and praying for your downfall, taking advantage of your generosity with no desire of returning it. Your community is you, your dog, your loyal nail clients at the moment. Your loyal nail clients at the moment. Yeah. Everyone else is on thin ice, lol. That made me laugh.
I think
everyone else is on thin
everyone
ice.
else is on thin ice, but it's
more.
true. I think it's a common side effect from being like a former people pleaser, where you're like, everyone is my community, everyone has good in them, I trust everyone has good intentions. And in the past, like, this is gonna sound so egotistical, but I have attracted fans, like people who kind of like are attracted to my energy or personality, and they kind of want to be like close to me to be like, but how are you doing that?
I can so see that. I can so see people positively project on you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's got it all together. She lives in this amazing house and all the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She's got it going on.
Yeah. And unfortunately, I've fallen into that pattern multiple times. And so I've been burned by like those kind of dynamics. And so, yeah, it is hard not to. I don't ever want to be jaded, though. Like, I don't ever want to kind of like cut off everyone and be like, it's just, I'm in my castle of one, but like, I am a lot more cautious about who I let into my life now.
Yeah.
Because it used to be a revolving door of like, everyone's welcome. Now I'm like, what's the password?
Yeah.
What's the password? Self-worth.
Is this aging? So I'm like that too now. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't spend time with people that I don't really like.
Like, I am in my 40s. Like, I do not suffer fools or kiss asses. Like, I'm not susceptible to praise or like, like, or like overly complimentary people. I'm like, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you like? Why are you doing that? And so I don't like playing the kind of kiss ass game, especially in terms of social media. And I found that when I stopped playing that game, I like suffered the consequences.
What do you mean?
In terms of like, well, do you know what I mean about just like people just like playing up in the comments and just like talking like kissing ass to be seen.
Yeah.
And when you stop playing that game, at least I found like I stopped getting as much like engagement or like, and then I was like, oh, people are just kind of kissing ass to like be seen to be kissing ass. And I was like, this all makes me feel really uncomfortable. And so I find it really like, it makes me feel really like icky. And so for me, I really value like authenticity, honesty, like, but also there's a phrase where it's like, you have to try and befriend people who love themselves and love their lives, because if you befriend people who don't, they will end up resenting you as you grow.
Yeah.
And I've also experienced that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I also say it in my podcast as well, of like, when you are on like a self-love journey, or you are doing the work and you are slowly kind of like rising through the thick mud of self-loathing and you're kind of like,
God, that's a way to put it.
Pushing through, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna find the light, seek the light, only focus on the positive, and not in a toxic positivity kind of way. You do have to kind of leave those who are still in the mud behind. And it can feel mean. It can feel like, oh God, I'm losing all my friends. But at the same time, those people were around you when you were at your lowest. And there can be like prickly feelings of like, you've changed. And it's like, yeah, change with me.
Yeah. And so when you're going through, I feel like the automatic thing is, yeah, come on, guys, we're going.
Yeah. But sometimes those people don't want to change, and they can feel a bit like quicksand, and they're like, no, stay with me.
Yeah.
Talk shit about people with me. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And I think there can be uncomfortable feelings of like, well, you used to do this with me. You used to be low with me. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not. People are allowed to change, and you have to allow people to change. You have to allow people to leave your life
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well as, I guess, enter it as well. But yeah, it's tricky. It's complicated for me, dude. Like, yeah. So yeah, I do feel like my community is me, myself, and I, and Delilah, and my like amazing nail clients, and everyone else is on thin ice. I'm like,
Watch
yeah.
it.
Watch it. Watch yourself.
Anything else about community?
I think it is easy to fall into a trap of feeling like loneliness is a negative thing, because we are kind of living in an individualistic society. Like, we are kind of told to focus on ourselves, and that is seen as a negative thing, but actually it's a good thing. I think it's the classic thing of like pouring into your own cup. Like, give yourself the oxygen mask first, rather than like, hey, how is everyone else in the room doing?
Yeah.
Like, how's everyone else doing? It's like, focus on yourself. And it's not selfish to have self-preservation and to have self-worth.
I agree. In fact, in community spaces, there are a lot of people, and they're all caring a lot about what everyone else is doing without kind of looking in the mirror.
Exactly. And that turns me off completely, which is why I've just kind of like, I stepped back from multiple communities and circles, and I'm like, I don't like how y'all move.
Yeah.
I'm going to take myself out.
Yeah.
And y'all can talk about it if you want, but I'm
Yeah.
not thinking about you.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking about you. I'm just thinking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah. People move so funny, man. They move so weird.
Okay, connection.
Yeah.
What does being emotionally, spiritually, creatively connected look like for you?
It looks like accountability. It looks like listening to your body and listening to your gut and not your roommate. It is doing the fucking work every day. I'll admit something here. I quit vaping and I quit smoking weed. I quit cold turkey. I'm like,
when did you quit smoking weed?
Like 9 weeks ago. And when I did that, I thought that quitting alone was enough, and I literally stopped doing the work, and then I literally spiraled enough that Lika called me the fuck out on it, and I returned to who I was, and it was
really?
Like, it is.
Did you know that you'd quit that?
Yeah, because it was my dead dad who told me to quit.
Wait.
So,
wait. I want to know about that. Dead dad.
Yeah, there is no greater motivation to quit smoking than the ghost of your father being all like, you need to quit. I'm like, well,
okay.
Okay,
Okay,
Dad.
I would love for you to paint the picture of what happened here.
Well, it's literally it. Like, I had no desire to quit.
No, I wanted to. So, were you like sleeping? Was this a dream?
No, it was literally Lika. It was Lika.
Of course. Okay,
Yeah, it was
okay,
Lika.
Okay.
Lika.
Okay. So, okay, let's maybe explain how Lika works.
Oh.
Because they're gonna be like, what?
So Lika is a spiritual healer, but she also will like give you messages from people who've departed.
Yeah.
So, and like also tell you who your like spirit guides essentially are.
Yeah.
And mine include my father that passed away a few years ago and my grandma.
Yeah.
And so I get messages from them fairly often. And one of them was quit smoking. And I had no desire. I was like, no, I didn't want to. And then Dad said so. And then I was like, well.
What did she say? Was that your dad saying that you need to quit
smoking?
Yeah. Okay.
And
then...
so I put all my energy into quitting. And it was cold turkey. And that's when I spiraled. I literally roommate was like, here I go. Roommate was like, I'm in charge now. I'm the captain now. And I went straight into, like, I spiraled straight into, like, hurting my own feelings, feeling like a victim, taking everything personally. And it is the most humbling thing when you've been working with Lika and you fall further than you ever have before. And then you have to, like, by your fingernails, claw your way back up to being high vibrational and do the fucking work. And
how'd you turn that car around?
How did I do it? I did Tesla again after not doing Tesla. Yeah. That's like,
I need to do that. I need to get on that. I need to get on that again. Yeah. Yeah.
I basically like did all the homework that I like should have been doing but didn't.
Okay.
You know, I basically had like stopped doing the work
Tesla
completely.
Was a tree.
Mirror work, planting, script,
like
all of the classic Lika homeworks that I was like, I'm clean. I've quit. So that is enough. But then I just like, I really, and I was like seeking validation and also seeking to hurt my own feelings. I was out here, you know, like taking everything personally. I was like,
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, grow the fuck up. Like, stop taking everything so personally and focus on yourself. I basically had to like put the blinkers on. You know, I had to really really focus. And I just focused back on myself because I was like busy being all scanning the world, being all like, who's gonna hurt my feelings today?
Nah, you locked in.
So I'm locked back in now. Yeah. But man, it's humbling. Holy. I mean, you know.
I do know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I'm not seeing Lika at the moment, but I think I will, like, I go on and off, and I know that it's never, I'm not off permanently, like, I'll go back. Much to her, like, disappointment, I'm sure. But, yeah. I will.
It's
a, you know.
It is a roller coaster.
It is.
Because you don't know. You don't know how quickly you're slipping until Lika was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
She was like, this is an emergency.
when shit gets real, I remember when, so I stopped seeing her, and then last year around the time that maybe you had just put out your podcast, which was a great time for me. I was like, oh my God, I need to be reminded. And then I was like, oh wait, hang on. I need to get back to see Lika. And she was like, oh, she's like, what's this? I was like,
there's no hiding from Lika.
No. And I think that's a confronting thing.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was being confronted for like weeks straight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this good timing I'm glad this wasn't a month ago.
Yeah. Do you know what's wild is that this podcast, I don't even know why I question anymore. The timing of when it's going to be is always the timing that it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And it actually works out, even with the guests. It's whatever. Okay. Do you want to ask me any questions?
Well, what do you dream about creating? Yeah, how does that feel?
Shit.
How do you feel about community? How do you feel about creativity?
Do you know what? Okay.
Uno, reverse your ass.
Okay, ask that one. You know, so I turn 40 at the end of June, towards the end of a couple months. Actually, I don't know when this is going to come out, so we'll see when that is. I dream of creating like a really incredible, joyful life. I want peace. I want pleasure.
Yeah.
That's the long and the short of it, really. And life's pretty good. So I don't really have like a creative project that I dream of creating.
Yeah, because you're literally doing it. We're literally doing it right now.
I know, this is actually wild.
Bro, we timeline jumped.
I know.
We were just in my house 5 years ago.
I know, that's crazy. I remember when we recorded that and it was raining.
Yeah.
And it was like we were at your dining room table.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm gonna talk about my abusive ex.
I know. Let's talk about how we were both cheated on.
Oh my god,
psychos.
I've got the ick from my former self. Like
know, so do I.
seriously.
So do I.
And that's growth.
And that's growth.
And that's growth, babe.
Yeah, that's where we were at.
Yeah, yeah, because it's easy. I think again, I talk about it in my podcast. I really enjoy the metaphor of like, look at my shiny rocks. Look at my rock collection of trauma. Look,
Yeah.
look how shiny.
Yeah.
And it became like a shortcut to like, I admit it now that it was a shortcut to validation and sympathy, and like it was manipulative. I'll admit that now. I feel like sharing that story was like trying to be like, it was like a shortcut to be like, hey, feel sorry for me and treat me kindly because I've been through shit. What the hell? That's manipulative as fuck. And like now I clock that in others and I'm like, oh, it'll get better. Like it'll stop being the first thing that you lead with. But it's humbling. It's all humbling.
Yeah. Yeah. Really, really awesome life. I'm excited about this season. I also, I'm nervous about it, but this is what needed to happen, I think.
Yeah.
With like
it's
filming
up.
it and also me stepping away from being the interviewer.
Yeah.
And being the one on the mic.
Yeah.
I think it's made me excited about the podcast again. Because at first, when I started telling people that I'm going to change the format and that I wasn't going to be the one hosting, everyone was like, oh.
No, I think it's really cool. I think it's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Because at first people were like, oh, but what do you mean? Okay. Well, I'm doing it anyway. So
yeah.
So it's going to be cool. What was the other question?
Community. How do you feel about community? Is everyone on thin ice for you? Do you feel burned? I do feel like it's an age thing, and I do feel like it's a former people pleaser thing.
Yeah.
I think when you like lived a life of like the gates being open, you are susceptible to being fucked over, and then being fucked over can lead to feeling burnt out or jaded, but I'm choosing to just like see that as wisdom and experience.
I feel like I started closing down the circle.
Yeah.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
I started operating because I'm also introverted. I'm also, I don't know if human design. You saw.
Yeah.
So
manifesting generator.
My environment is caves. So I got to control who's coming in and out. I like to control
one entrance and exit.
Yeah. I like to have control over who has access to me.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I operate. And I think it definitely is an age thing. I didn't used to be like this, but if I don't, as I said before, if I don't want to go to something, I won't go. And if I'll show up to something and then, my social battery is run out, I'm like, see ya.
Yeah, I'm the same. I no longer do things out of perceived obligation or like, oh, I need to show face. I'm like, no. Show face to who?
Or I'll be like, maybe I'll go for a little bit, but then I'll dip and, it's fine.
Yeah.
So... And saying that community, I've got a tight circle. I'm a quality over quantity kind of gal.
Yeah. I used to be as many people as possible, please like me. Now I'm like, I don't give a shit if you don't.
Yeah. And I think that's a good place to be in. So I'm stoked about going into my 40s with this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
being in my 40s rules. Apart from the night sweats and hot flashes and the rage. Oh my god, I experienced the rage for the first time.
What happened?
I was screaming in my car. Some like
the road rage.
It was like some rude man like took the last car park and like a what's it called when you're like paying for the car park on an app or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I like went into like a car park. It was like a roller door. I like paid for parking first, and he like came in behind me and like took the last park without my knowledge. And I was like, "Rah!" And I was like, what's the right trigger? Injustice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. How spiritual would you say you are?
Come on.
I ask this every episode, okay? I know. Okay. Do you remember how you answered it? Oh, maybe I wonder if I had introduced that in the second episode. Because I did I ask you that? Can you remember?
No, I don't remember.
What would the difference be in the answers between now and then?
Well, I think how spiritual. I probably would have related spirituality with like Christianity or like religion. So I probably would have been like, I'm agnostic. I'm atheist. You know, like I would have like associated spirituality with religion and faith. I think now I'm like, I literally have a podcast about spirituality.
I know, it's so good too.
You know, and thank you. I'm gonna take the compliment.
You should.
So yeah, I like 100. I don't know, like
big time
spirituality. To quote Bjork, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. Yeah, like I've surprised myself at how I embrace spirituality. Like it constantly surprises myself. Like I surprise myself every day by it, and every week that I see Lika, because 5 years ago I would not have seen myself here.
Yeah.
But reframing spirituality as like self-love, self-worth, leveling up, and like doing that work and being incredibly present with yourself, then yeah, I think that's really, really important work that gets kind of tossed aside with the association of like crystals or like woo-woo or, you know, toxic positivity or, you know, white women with dreads or whatever.
Dream catchers. Yeah.
Dream catchers.
Yeah.
You know, I think unfortunately there's so much like unfortunate association with spirituality that acts as a barrier to like access, which is kind of why I wanted to make that podcast, is to be like, hey, I'm your local neighborhood artist talking about spirituality. Yeah. Like I wanted to create something that was like, you know, spirituality 101. It's not just like woo-woo toxic positivity. It's like, actually, it's just about listening to your body, listening to your gut, and loving yourself without, like, it's not narcissism. It's not narcissistic, you know. So, yeah, big time spirituality.
Okay. Finish these sentences. I'm in flow when.
I'm in flow when. I'm in flow when I feel like there is trust and respect involved, and that includes myself as well as my clients. When there's trust and respect, I feel like I can do anything. I feel that gives me permission to create without judgment or reservation. It's very important to me. Yeah.
I'm inspired by.
I don't know. I'm inspired by anything, everything. Like I will watch a movie and be like, that's a nail. I'll see something in nature, that's a nail. Like I feel inspired by a lot of things all the time.
Yeah.
I think the way that I operate now, also being like straight edge, sober, I'm like, I see everything as potential for creativity. Like I made like a reel about doing nail based on a memory rather than a trend. So I technically was inspired by myself.
Yeah. I'd love to be known for.
That makes me uncomfortable. I'd love to be known for being kind but not nice, being creative and authentic and true and funny.
Yeah. You are, honestly, you're one of the funniest people that I know.
Oh my God, thank you so much. That
For
means
real.
so much to me.
For real. Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like yeah, for real.
I get it from my dad. Shout out.
Shout out. Okay.
Shout out, Ghost of Dad. I know you're in here. I know you're in here.
Oh my God. I love it. Well, that's it, Tanya.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for
for coming
having me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's it, guys.
Okay, bye.